Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Dobbs from Animal-Oasis-of-the-Rockies, and this is my little dog, Tootie. Today we're going to talk about how to keep your pets safe and hydrated during the summer. Even if you're just hanging out in the backyard or going for a hike or hanging out with friends, it is something to always keep in mind because dogs may not be able to show some of the signs that we can, and they may not be able to tell us that they're hot.
Dr. Julie, why is it important to keep pets hydrated during the summer?
Yeah, so we don't want them to get heat stroke. That's probably the number one thing. And then obviously we do want to keep them hydrated just to help support all the bodily functions. But just like with us, hydration is key when it's hot out.
Okay. And how can I tell if my pet is dehydrated?
Yeah, that's a great question. So how I do it from a medical standpoint is that I feel their gums. If it feels like dry or tacky, that's an indicator that they're dehydrated. Another way to do it is to kind of tent their skin like this. Sorry, I do this to Tootie. Hopefully she won't get mad at me. I go like that, and then if the skin kind of snaps back elastically, then that's good. If it kind of stays up in that tented area, then that means that they're dehydrated. And then just watch for any signs that they're lethargic, they don't want to get up, they don't feel well, anything like that may indicate that they're dehydrated.
Okay. What can I do to make sure my pet stays hydrated?
Yeah, so I'd say that no matter where you go, make sure that you're bringing water with you. So I'd say that, if your dog will drink out of your hand, that's great, but they do make these kind of like portable water bottles with a little dog bowl on it. That's always something to do. And then also consider things like ice cubes, even like fruit, like watermelon can be hydrating for them as well. So just encouraging water intake is really all you can do.
Okay. When is it too hot to take my dog on a walk?
That is a great question. I was thinking about this because I guess it really depends. So, I personally start thinking about it when it's like 80 degrees outside. If you're from like a very humid state, I'd probably start thinking about it when it's more like 70 degrees. And so I'd say that, anywhere over 85, I'd be really cautious. If it's 83 degrees and nice and windy and breezy and you're going to be out for a few minutes, probably not a big deal. Just use your best instincts when it comes to that. If you're hot, if you're sweating, if your dog is sitting there panting, then, maybe just think twice about if it's safe or not.
Okay. What should I do if my pet gets overheated?
That is a great question. Damp towels are a really great way. So first of all, encourage water intake. That can be very cooling for them. If you get a damp towel and just put it over them, that can be helpful. If you get their feet wet too, that can be helpful. Feet and ears are really a great way to cool them off.
Okay. Can my pet get sunburned?
Yes, actually. So, and they can actually have some types of skin cancer that are solar induced, just like in people. So I always think of those, like kind of whitish, light colored pit bulls that like to sunbathe. If they've been a sunbather for their entire life, then that's when I start looking for little moles and things, just like your doctor will, if you spend a lot of time out in the sun. Sunburn, yes. Just like with us, it'll be kind of pink and kind of crusty, maybe a little bit itchy. So you can get a pet safe sunblock, and you can also use like the human baby sunblock as well.
Okay, perfect. Now, is it okay to leave my pet in the car if I'm just running a quick errand?
Absolutely not. So if you want to test this out and see how uncomfortable it is, I want you to sit in your car for 2 minutes when it's 90 degrees outside with the windows rolled up. So I'd say hard no. I've had that experience lately. Tootie is new to me and I've never had a dog before. So, I brought her into stores that like weren't pet friendly, but then once I tell them that, it's too hot outside or whatever, I haven't run into an issue, but she's small and I can carry her and she's really cute. So that also helps.
She is super cute. What are some fun ways to keep pets cool during the summer?
Yeah, so I'd say that, find like a nice grassy spot under a tree. That's what I've been doing with her, just kind of encourage sitting in the shade. Also like sprinklers, hoses can be really fun. This one hates water. I tried it the other day. It did not end well. She's like, I'm going back inside. Also, like I mentioned earlier, ice cubes. Some dogs just love them and they have fun chomping on them, scooting them around, things like that. Things like cool watermelon. That would be fun too.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Are some pets more sensitive to heat than others?
Yes. So I'd say that like a large black dog is probably my biggest culprit to get heat stroke. Obviously, the darker the color, the more it absorbs heat. So you just want to make sure that you're being really conscious about that. Not that small dogs can't get heat stroke or things like that, but it is a lot easier, I'd say, to cool a small dog down than a big dog. So I just be careful of that. And then, I mean, I think any dog probably has a similar risk, but I always think about, you know, the black colored dogs, just because inherently they are going to get hotter.
Okay. What's your number one tip for keeping pets safe in the heat?
When in doubt, put them inside, put them in the AC. Just use your best instincts. If you're hot, if you're sweating, if you're flushed, anything like that, just bring them inside. And like I said, I mean, even if you're not around like a pet friendly place, I think that most people have a heart. And if you tell them my dog's too hot to sit in the car, or, oh my gosh, I just went for a walk and they're overheated, even like a grocery store, just bring them inside. People are going to be nice to you, I promise. Summer can be a great time to get outside, do outdoor activities and things like that, but always remember to keep your pet in mind. They can't tell us when they're too hot, or you get those dogs that'll just keep going until they're sick. So when in doubt, keep them inside, keep your pets in mind during the summer, and hope that you stay safe and have a great day. Let us know if you need anything.